What's up, sup? Tech1808 here, or you can just call me Chad. And today's video is going to be about how to successfully start an aquarium. Uh, I have several aquariums now, and I have 3 shrimp tanks and 1 fish tank. So basically, what I did was I bought an aquarium like this. Right here this is my first actual aquarium. And as you can see, I got shrimp in this. I got some blue dreams, well, first of all, let me tell you how I started. Basically, I bought a tank, bought some water. Never mind that mop bucket there. I bought buckets. I bought a filter, as you can see right there. Wood, that is called cholla wood, right there. Rocks, java fern, java moss, and I just added this Indian almond leaf here, rotala, and more importantly here, floaters. These here are the reason why my tank is doing so good. Without these, I struggled. I started off with just 2 dwarf water lettuce, and I started off with basically about 9 of those, what is that called, duckweed basically. So as you can see, it grew exponentially from just two dwarf water lettuce and 9 duckweed. It all grew into that. And this lighting here, it's a basic cheap lighting that I got from Petco, about $30. And the most important thing here is your TDS Easy pen here. This reads the TDS of the water, which means total dissolved solids. Basically, for this tank in general, I keep my TDS at about 220 or below. Anything over that, it's okay. As long as I don't hit 250, then I tend to lower it down. By lowering down the TDS, I just basically add RO water. That. Also, I have this here, Bacter AE. This is basically a powdered food substance for shrimp. It's just to help with the biofilm that grows in the tank. And also shrimp mineral, KHGH. It's a Shrimp King product. Salty shrimp. That is basically how I started my tank. And also, cannot just forget this prime here. It helps to make your water safe for these little guys here to thrive in. And I've had this tank for about 4 to 6 months. I would say 6 months. Basically, I started when the pandemic happened, basically. So ever since April, 4 months. And I have all this now. And then I also added a second tank. This is my second tank. I use a substrate called fluorite. What I did not expect is that it was red rocks. I thought it was gonna be black. I didn't know it had other ones. Fluorite black, fluorite dark, fluorite black, sand, brown. This one I have, lava rocks in here, along with some java fern. This, the tall one back here is some loogie weed, or I forgot the name of it. And then you got some wisteria in the back. And basically, this filter, I just have it sitting in there in case I want to seed another tank. So all these shrimp in here, basically, whatever shrimp you see, came from this tank here. I started off with basically 15 red cherry shrimps, 15 of them. and this is what I got. I eventually bought the blue dream shrimp that you see there and there. Originally, I had bought 10. However, I only got 6. 4 of them died during transit. And now, since then, I only have 4, which is inside this tank here. There is one right there on the back, another one there on that, what is that called? Rotala, and then another one here. And there's another male, not male, but there's another female in here. So I have 3 females and a male. Basically, that's what I started off with the blues. The blues I just bought maybe about last month. So I do have babies from the blues. Hopefully, you know, I do get some blue baby shrimps from them. They did mix with the other shrimp in here, preferably the red cherries, because I have more male red cherries than female. Well, I have more male cherries than the male blue. I only have 1 male blue, which is right there. Apparently he did not get them. The red did. Cherries did. So, but yeah, guys, that's basically what I did. I bought a tank, bought a light, I bought filter, the rocks I got for free from outside, Java ferns. They've been inside this tank since I bought them. Yes, they, you know, I can see seeds on them, seedlets. I will propagate them eventually. Cholla wood, moss ball. Can't go wrong with the moss ball. Java fern. When I bought this Java fern, it was brown. The Java fern is green now, along with the Java fern ball that I got from my local pet store. It was eventually dying, but now it's green. So yeah, guys, if you give it time, this is what you get. And right now I love it. This one right here, this is an orange sakura, I believe, and she's buried. There are a couple buried shrimps in here as I'm talking to you right now, as well as this tank. I have a buried orange one in this tank somewhere. I just don't know where she is. Also, another thing that I forgot, snails. I have Malaysian trumpet snails in here, and I have, I forgot, what are those called? I forgot what it's called. But yeah, I have that ram's horn. There you go, ram's horn. Ram's horn I got for free from my local pet store. And what I mean by free is that they were hitchhikers on the moss ball that I bought, which I did not know. And apparently they didn't know either. So, you know, when I came home that day, put the moss ball in this tank, and then like several hours later, I see 2 baby snails that I didn't know that I had on the glass. Eventually, it was ram's horn, and now I have a ton of them now. I have a ton of them in here. I have a ton of them in here, you know. Once you get snails, they don't know how to stop reproducing. And all that little specks you see in the glass is mostly snails. You get some baby shrimps there too, but yeah. But yeah, guys, basically that's it. If you're gonna start a tank, get floaters. I highly suggest you get floaters. Duckweed, water lettuce, frog bit, you know, I highly suggest that. Eventually in time you get that. Right now they're just juvenile stage. You get some babies still yet, but eventually they become adults. And yeah, that is it for today, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Any questions, please leave a comment down below or follow me in my social media. I will have links in the description below. Alright guys, see you in the next one.